eyes in the woods.
Your eyes in the woods. Your eyes in the woods.
Your eyes in the woods. Your eyes in the woods.
In the cold forests of North America, where the wind howls through the trees and the nights are long and dark, there is a legend. It is not just a scary story told around campfires. It is older, deeper, and much more terrifying. The legend is the Wendigo.
And this one looks like it has a bite out of it. And this one. And there's one over here. Looks like it's holding some water. Huh? I think it's time to go.
The Wendigo is a creature from Native American folklore, especially from the Algonquin speaking tribes. These tribes lived in areas that are now parts of Canada and the northern United States, like Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Ontario. The Wendigo is not just a monster, it's a warning, a symbol of something much darker. The Wendigo legend began centuries ago, long before Europeans came to America. The Algonquin people believe that the Wendigo was born from the cold and hunger of the harsh winter. When a person became too greedy or when they turned to cannibalism during hard times, they risked becoming a Wendigo. Some believed that an evil spirit would possess them. Others thought that the transformation happened naturally, as punishment. So the Wendigo is not just a beast. It was once human. Descriptions of the Wendigo are chilling. Most say it is very tall, sometimes over 15 feet. Its body is thin, like it's starving, with skin stretched tight over its bones. The skin is pale, almost gray or bluish, sometimes even rotten or frozen. In some stories, its eyes glow, and it has sharp claws and yellow teeth made for tearing flesh. In modern stories, people often describe it with a deer skull for a head, with huge antlers and an empty stare. But in older legend, it looked more human, just horribly twisted and broken by hunger and evil. It's always terrifying to look at. It's always unnatural. The Wendigo is fast and strong, but that is not its scariest power. What makes it truly frightening is that it is always hungry. No matter how much it eats, it never feels full. It wants human flesh and it will do anything to get it. Some say the Wendigo can control the wind and snow using the storm to hide itself or to trap its victims. Others say it can mimic voices, calling out to travelers in the forest using the voice of a loved one. People follow the voice thinking they're helping someone, but it's a trick. It leads them to the Wendigo. It can also enter your dreams, whispering to you, making you weak. In some versions, it doesn't kill you right away. It waits, and drives you mad. Reports of the Wendigo have come from deep forests, snowy roads, and lonely cabins. The most common places are in the Great Lakes region, especially in the winter. Hunters, trappers, and hikers have told stories about strange screams in the woods, or finding huge footprints in the snow, too large for any animal, but with human shape. In the late 18s and early 19s, there were even medical reports of something called Wendigo psychosis. Some people in isolated areas began to believe they were turning into Wendigos. They would crave human flesh and fear they were losing control. This scared the local community so much that it became part of their real fears, not just a legend. The Wendigo isn't just a scary monster, it is also a symbol. It represents greed, selfishness, and what happens when we lose our humanity. Imagine being so hungry, so desperate, that you would eat another person. That's when the Wendigo comes. It's the punishment for losing control, for putting your survival above all else. It also represents the power of nature, cold, uncaring, and deadly. In the forest, far from help, the Wendigo is a reminder that we are small and the wild is dangerous. Today, the Wendigo appears in many horror movies, video games, and books. It has become a popular monster like vampires or werewolves. But unlike them, the Wendigo still carries its dark meaning. It is still tied to the forest, the winter, and the idea of losing your soul. You can see it in games like Until Dawn, where characters turn into Wendigos after eating human flesh. In shows like Supernatural, the Wendigo is a powerful, fast creature hunting people in the woods. Even Stephen King, the famous horror writer, wrote about a creature similar to the Wendigo in his book. If you're ever in a cold forest, far from help, and you hear something calling your name in the dark, don't follow it. If you feel like you're being watched, maybe you are. Some say the only way to survive is to stay warm. Stay together and never let hunger control you. There are old stories that say fire can hurt the Wendigo, or that you must destroy its heart, which is made of ice. But the truth is, if you see a Wendigo, it may already be too late. The Wendigo still scares people because it is not just about monsters. It's about what happens when we give in to the worst part of ourselves. It is about fear, isolation, and hunger. Things that people really feel. That's why the legend still lives today. In the end, the Wendigo is more than just a myth. It's a warning, a whisper from the cold trees, a reminder that some monsters are made, not born. So next time you're in the woods and the snow is falling hard, harder than usual, and the silence is so deep it hurts your ears, listen closely. You might hear breathing, and if you do, run.